Dear students, yesterday we have already started exercise 6.1 fraction. Now what we have learned in fraction, suppose 3 by 7 is a fraction, then the upper part, that means 3 is called numerator and 7 is called denominator. And what is equivalent fraction? When we are multiplying or dividing a number with that given fraction or the original fraction, we are getting a new fraction, that is called equivalent fraction. Today we will continue that exercise 6.1, sum number D. Write the next 4 equivalent fraction. D part 1. 1 by 2 equal to 2 by 3 equal to 3 by 6. After that, next 4 equivalent fraction you have to write. So how we are getting this 2 by 3 and 3 by 6? Suppose we are multiplying 2 with half. When we are multiplying 2 with half, we have to multiply 2 with numerator and denominator. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. Next, for this fraction, we are multiplying 3. 1 3s are 3. 2 3s are 6. Therefore, for this one, we have to multiply this by 4. This is by 6 and 7. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 5 1s are 5. 5 2s are 10. 6 1s are 6. 6 2s are 12. 7 1s are 7. 7 2s are 14. Similarly, next one, 1 by 5 equal to 2 by 10 is given. How we are getting this 2 by 10? When we are multiplying 2 with this numerator and denominator. 2 1s are 2, 5 2s are 10. Similarly, we will get this equivalent fraction multiplying 3. This will be 4 and this will be 5 and this will be 6. 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. 4 1s are 4, 4 5s are 20. 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. 6 1s are 6, 6 5s are 30. So how we are getting this equivalent fraction? We are multiplying a number with the numerator and denominator of the given fraction. Then we will get an equivalent fraction. Now in exercise 6.2, check question number A. Here some fractions are given. You have to check that these two fractions are equivalent or not. How we will check that these two fractions are in equivalence relation or not? First, write down the question. 21 by 49 and 3 by 7. These two are fractions. We will cross multiply it. Cross multiply means with 21 we will multiply 7. 21 into 7 equal to 147, and with 49 we will multiply 3. First give an arrow sign, then write down 49 into 3, that is equal to 147. So these two are equal. When we will get that the cross products are equal, then we can say that they are equivalent fraction. So what we are doing, first write down the two fraction, then first give an arrow sign, we will cross multiply this. First 21 into 7, that is equal to 147. Then mark the arrow sign 49 and 3, 49 into 3 equal to also 147. If we get that the cross products are equal, then we can say that these two given fraction are in equivalence relation. Therefore, they are equivalent fraction. Similarly, we are doing sum number 6. We have to check these two fractions are equivalent fraction or not. 5 by 6 and 25 by 35. First give arrow sign. 5 into 35, that is equal to 175. Then 6 into 25, that is equal to 150. Here the cross products are not equal. Cross products are not equal, therefore they are not equivalent fraction. So when we can say that the fractions are equivalent or not, if the cross products are equal, then they will be equivalent fraction. If the cross products are not equal, then they are not equivalent fraction. Now question number B, this type of sums we have already done in exercise 6.1. One fraction is given 2 by 5 equal to, in this blank you have to write down the number, and that by 10 is given. First we have to check that 5 into 2, 10. So if we multiply 2 with 5, we are getting 10. That means we have to multiply 2 with numerator also. 2 2s are 4. So the number will be 4. Here also we have to check that the given two fractions are equivalent or not. So the two fractions are 2 by 5 and 4 by 10. Cross multiply these two fractions. 2 into 10, that is equal to 20. And 5 into 4, that is equal to 20. So here I haven't written this one, but write like this, that the cross products are equal, therefore they are equivalent fraction. Sum number 4, 2 by 3 equal to, you have to fill these blanks, by 9. So if we multiply 3 with 3, we are getting 9. That means we have to multiply 3 with 2 also. 2 3s are 6. So this number will be 6. Now you have to check these two fractions are in equivalence relation or not. First cross multiply this. 2 9s are 18. Then 3 6s are 18. Cross products are equal, therefore they are in equivalent fraction. Equivalence relation, or their equivalent fraction. Next, sum number 8. 3 by 12 equal to dash by 4. Here the number is decreasing, that means we have to divide some number. If we divide the number 12 by 3, we will get 4. That means this will be also 3 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 equal to 1, so the number will be 1. Now when you are checking that these two fractions are equivalent or not, first write down the two fractions, then cross multiply 8. 3 4s are 12. 12 1s are 12. Cross products are equal, therefore they are equivalent fraction. Now we will learn how to simplify the fraction. Exercise 6.3. Sum number 1. The question is 15 by 30. We have to check that 15 is divisible by 2 or not. 15 is not divisible by 2 because the unit place digit is odd number. Then check with 3. 15 is divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15. And 30 is also divisible by 3. So if the numerator and denominator both are divisible by 3, then we can cancel these two numbers by 3. Here 15 was not divisible by 2, but 30 is divisible by 2. But since numerator and denominator both are not divisible by 2, then we can't do the calculation by 2. With 3, 15 and 30 both are divisible. So we are simplifying with 3. 3 5s are 15. 3 10s are 30. Next, write down a fraction 5 by 10. Now this fraction we can cancel by 5 because 5 1s are 5 and 5 2s are 10. Both numerator and denominator can be cancelled by 5. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Now we are getting the fraction 1 by 2. This is the simplest form of the given fraction. Sum number 4. 1 by 28. Here the numerator is 1 and denominator is 28. This is in lowest term. We can't cancel or we can't simplify this term. Similarly 6. 11 by 13. 11 and 13 both are prime to each other. That means co-prime number. So we can't cancel. That means these numbers in lowest term. If the given numbers are in lowest term, then we can't simplify these numbers. Then question number 10. 9 by 36. 9 is not divisible by 2. But 36 is divisible by 2. Since 9 is not divisible by 2, so we can't cancel this fraction by 2. Now check with 3. 3 3s are 9. And so we can cancel 9 by 3, and 36 also divisible by 3 because 6 plus 3 equal to 9. 9 is divisible by 3. Here we are applying the rule of divisibility. So write down 3 3s are 9 and 3 12s are 36. Next number is 3 and 12. This number is also divisible by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. So the simplest form of the given fraction is 1 by 4. How we are writing this fraction? In numerator we are getting 1, so in numerator write down 1, and in denominator we are getting 4, so in denominator write down 4. Next question number 12. 20 by 30. In numerator and denominator we are getting 1 extra 0, so cancel this. We are getting 2 and 3. Now 2 and 3 both are prime numbers, prime to each other, so we can cancel this one. So 2 by 3 is the simplest form. Next, 49 by 63. Both numbers 49 and 63 is divisible by 7. 7 7s are 49, 7 9s are 63. So 7 by 9 is the simplest form of this fraction. So today we have learned how we can write the equivalent fraction, how we can how we can check that the two given fractions are in equivalence relation or not, and here how we can simplify the fraction. Thank you, children.